Alright guys, welcome back again to this game. We're going to keep on playing about Renju.
Mizuki went to Bloom Park 3 nights ago. She was prompted by a Nile message from Renju.
Mizuki, Daddy got caught up in something serious. Please come to Bloom Park's merry-go-round right away.
There are 3 possibilities. 1. Renju killed Shoko, or was an accessory to the murder. 2. Renju was threatened or blackmailed into luring Mizuki to the scene. 3. The culprit used Renju's phone to send the Nile message. In any case, the motive is still unknown. We need to talk to Renju.
Renju? Where did you go?
You asked Mama at Marble for information regarding Renju Okiura, correct? It is possible she may have something for you by now.
I asked Moma for information too. But I had to promise him a meeting with Iris. Moma can wait for now.
We can talk to Iris's mom as well. She was Renju's classmate, right? Iba told me about her.
Yeah, I understand. I had a dream changing reality.
It is absurd. Not possible. Dreams are figments of the imagination. An incident which took place entirely in your mind cannot have any bearing on the real world. That is preposterous. Consider it. If you were to find money in your dream, does your bank account balance go up in reality? If you were to be attacked by aliens in your dream, does a swarm of UFOs invade Earth?
But at the warehouse,
You must have been hallucinating. Within Mizuki's Somnium, you saw Iris's frozen corpse. It is affecting your mental state. Last night, you were so fazed by it that you couldn't speak. If it bothers you to this degree, why not go talk to Iris?
Where's Iris now?
Her cell phone is on. I can trace her via GPS. She is currently somewhere in the Lemniscape building.
Okay, got it. About the Okura fishery.
I have done some research. As the name suggests, the company is owned by the Okiuras. The same Okiuras we know. Renju's father created the company.
another connection to Renju.
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju. The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died. Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management. In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
But it can't be a coincidence.
It certainly is suspicious. I would suggest searching the warehouse again. You may be able to discover why Iris was resurrected.
How about so?
Congressman Sajima is suspicious in more ways than one. Exhibit A. 3 days ago, So called Shoko Nadami's phone. We still don't know exactly why. He only told us it was meant to be private. Exhibit B. So Sajima was at Okiura Fishery Warehouse last night, but he didn't inform us of this. There must be something he doesn't want us knowing. Exhibit C. So was in Iris's Somnium. Dreams are constructed from memories, yet the good congressman denies he ever knew Iris.
Where is he now?
I sent him home yesterday.
You released him?
What was I supposed to do? We can't hold him without solid proof. What we saw with Iris hasn't happened yet.
In any case, we have to speak with him again.
Date and Iba saved Iris and Somnium, and that changed the history of the real world? Well, I guess it's not impossible.
That isn't what you said yesterday.
That was then, this is now. A woman's mind changes with the phases of the moon, you know.
No, it doesn't.
Anyway, I believe in Date. I trust him more than anyone else in Abyss.
About the prophetic dreams.
Stranger things have been known to happen. 2 days ago, Date found Iris's frozen corpse in Mizuki's Somnium. It must have been a prophecy.
Boss.
There's a lot of stuff in this world that can't be explained by science.
Boss' knack for change is one of her good qualities. Not having beliefs is what she believes in. That's how she established herself as a major player in the police department. Because she believed what she wanted to.
There are 4 people I should talk to. So Sejima, Iris and Hitomi Sagan, and Mama. And I need to check the warehouse one more time.
We have many avenues of investigation.
Let's get moving.
Yep, 5 of them. Let's start going now. I'm going to go and talk to Sejima first. Let's do it by order. Why don't we?
So Sejima is a key person of interest in this case. Earlier, the boss cited 3 points of suspicion against him, and I agree with her assessment. I checked the call logs of So's phones. Congressman Sejima has 1 phone under his name, and a burner phone rented under a fake name.
Did you find anything interesting?
Unfortunately, no.
Really?
But I do have something. I looked into So's secretary's phone. 1 call in particular stood out to me.
Huh?
It was 1 week ago. From Fuchu Prison. The caller identified themselves as inmate number 89.
Number 89?
Yes. This is most likely the same person who called HQ.
I know who killed Shogunadami.
What's he in jail for?
Murder. He is serving a life sentence for multiple counts. He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
6 years ago?
What is his name?
Unknown.
You don't know?
He is not registered in any databases. He could be a foreigner or recent immigrant, but it would be impossible to determine from where. However, I did not detect any accent in his speech. I believe we can conclude that he grew up in Japan.
Well, as far as I know, this guy could be from the future. Was sent back to kill those people by somebody. And that's probably it. I mean, otherwise how?
From what I can determine, he is an assassin. He accepts jobs from the criminal underworld for substantial rewards. His code name is Falco.
Falco?
Correct.
You have heard that name before? What's the relationship between So and 89?
Unknown. You would have to ask Mr. Sejima for that information.
Number 89 said he knew who killed Shoko.
He did. But that may be a lie.
Does he have any connections to the Cyclops serial killings?
Unknown. In all honesty, I have no idea.
Number 89.
Should we visit Fuchu Prison?
No, we don't have time. Call up boss. Tell her to request that number 89 be brought to Abyss.
Roger.
We're going to talk to those other people first before doing that. Talking to number 89 should be the last thing we do for now. Sejima Residence. Monday morning.
I heard there was no body found at the cold storage warehouse.
Isn't your investigation over?
There's no way it's over. Not yet. About Iris?
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know that girl. I've never seen her before.
Date.
I knew he was lying. This proves it.
I am having difficulty determining his motive for lying. After all, Iris was not killed.
Maybe he's got a secret with her he doesn't want us knowing. What are you hiding so?
Why did you call her Shoko?
You are beginning to irritate me. What did you want to talk to her about? What is the private matter you mentioned? What is your relationship with her? I'll answer your questions when you present a warrant.
Why were you at the warehouse?
I told you I will not answer that question. And why not? We didn't find anything there. There's nothing to hide.
It appears that he will not respond.
Number 89. Who is that? An inmate at Fuchu prison. He used to go by Falco. He was an assassin. Odd, finding such a person in Japan. What about him? About a week ago, he called your secretary. I don't know anything about that. He was probably calling for a pardon or some such nonsense. My secretary probably decided it wasn't worth my attention. If you need information, you can ask her. I can't help you. Haven't you people got enough? I'm very busy. Excuse me. Oh, actually, I do have one more thing to tell you. To be honest, Kaname Date, I don't like you. I don't ever want to see you again. So I suggest that you don't show your face here anymore. It's what's best for both of us. Understand?
So walk away sternly.
Who does this guy think he is?
Date, your blood pressure is skyrocketing. Any higher could kill you. Relax, Date. We still have much to do.
I know.
Let's get out of here. We can't do anything about it. Let's go and visit Mama's place, the marble.
You need more info on Ren? I'm sorry to waste your time, but I don't have anything for you.
I see.
Why are you always rushing that fish?
I find it calming.
Why is that?
Don't ask me.
How's it going?
Well, I could use a little help down there, if you know what I mean.
I do not know what she means. Perhaps you should take her up on her offer.
Well, I know what she means.
Absolutely not.
So yeah, absolutely not. About number 89?
Oh, Falco?
You know him?
I know him as a famous assassin in the underworld. Just rumors, though, nothing specific.
What kind of rumors?
He's good. 100% success rate, no evidence. He was a world-class killer.
Did you ever meet him?
Nope. I don't even know what he looks like.
Any other info?
I know he's connected to the Kumakuras somehow.
Them again.
That's about it. You know about Renju and the Kumakura gang, right?
Yeah, I know. I heard it from his own mouth right here.
Do they have anything to do with the talent scandal at Lemniscate?
Maybe now they do, since Renju is the president of Lemniscate. But even before that, Renju and the Kumakuras go way back. All the way back to high school.
Hey, Date. Have you ever seen a dead body?
I remember Ranju saying that to me after he and I went through a bottle.
You're a policeman. I don't know what department, but I assume you aren't handing out traffic tickets. So, how about it?
I didn't answer. I turned the question around on him.
What about you?
Me? Well, yeah. Not just one. Countless bodies. When I was in high school, I had a pretty crazy job. You know the Kumakura gang? I was hooked up to one of their phone fraud scams. I just had to go collect the money from drop points and give it to the Kumakuras. It was an easy job. Eventually, I became friends with the higher-ups. They started taking me with them on jobs.
What jobs?
The target was always an elderly person from the country with no family. Elderly folk who owned a lot of land, you know? They live every day in loneliness and desperation. You just have to be nice to them. That's all it takes. Guys would get to know the old people and they would set up an adoption process. After that, you just have to get them really drunk, throw them in the tub full of hot water, and they pass. Just like that. Heart attack, brain hemorrhage, or they simply go to sleep and drown. The police almost never investigated. It always looked natural, like they died of old age. So the adopted gang members would inherit the land. Then we sell it and make massive profits. I watched a lot of people get killed like that. And I've seen journalists get killed for getting too close to the truth. So Why am I telling you all this? Are you going to arrest me?
I took a sip from my glass. I didn't say anything for a while.
You didn't do it yourself, right?
No, I was always the lookout. But still... Date,
Tears fell to the counter, unending. We didn't say another word until the ice in the glass had melted to nothing.
I don't have anything else for you. Sorry, I'm not much help.
No, don't worry about it.
Can you come back again tonight? There's a regular here who is good friends with Ren. They should be here tonight. If you ask him, he might have some information for you.
Tonight?
Yes. I'll be waiting for you.
Okay, we'll return to this place. Let's go to Sagan residence. If I'm not mistaken, Iris' mother, she's here, so it should be it. We should be able to do it. We should be able to talk to her. And there she
I
is.
apologize for yesterday. I arrived uninvited.
No, I'm grateful. Thanks to you, Mizuki has your voice back.
No, I didn't do anything.
It's Monday. Isn't it a school day?
Today's a holiday. I suppose there's never a day off for a detective. Oh, but you aren't a detective, right?
Technically, yes. But I still deal with crime.
I see. Today is a holiday.
You forgot too, didn't you?
Did something happen to him? You asked me that yesterday.
There's no point hiding it. I told her about Renju's disappearance.
Right from the hospital? I'm sorry. I have no idea.
About Iris.
I've put Iris through so much. I was 19 and single when she was born. People didn't take kindly to that. But Iris was such a fighter. She always protected me. I remember, one time at the nursery, some of the other mothers were talking about me. Iris ran up to them and said, "Don't talk about my mommy!" I'm supposed to be the mother, but it's Iris who's always protecting me.
What about your parents?
They died when I was 17. I was an orphan, and my relatives lived far away. They might have taken me in, but I was already in my second to last year of high school. It wasn't a good idea for me to move that late. So I decided to stay here, by myself.
Take care of Iris.
Yes, all alone. But Renju would help sometimes. It was always just me and her. Vacations, barbecues, zoos, amusement parks. Just me and her. Oh, that reminds me. When Iris was 5, there was a children's theater show in Bloom Park. It was called Milky Moon. It was about girls as magical space rangers and such. She loved singing and dancing, even as a kid. Whenever she heard music, her body would start moving. It was a quirk of hers. And she did it at the show, too. Toward the end, when all the Milky Moon girls were dancing to the ending song, Iris climbed up onto the stage and danced with them. I tried to stop her, of course. I grabbed her arm and tried to get her to sit, but before I knew it, she was up there, dancing. And everyone was so excited. Even I was dancing by the end of it. When it was over, she had the biggest smile on her face. "Mama, you're a good dancer." That's the kind of girl she was. Whenever she sees someone playing music on the street, she'll run up and join them, right then and there. Music at the train station, the crosswalk beeping, even at convenience stores. When their little chime played, she would start dancing. It almost got her into trouble once. She was on the jungle gym and a truck drove by. It was playing loud music out the windows. She climbed up to the top and started dancing, but she lost her balance and fell. She fractured her leg pretty badly. It was on a Sunday, and it was hard to find an open emergency care. I was carrying her on my back, running and running through town. I could still hear her crying. "Will I still be able to dance, Mommy? Can I still dance?" She cried and cried into my shoulder. It was the only time she ever cried so much. No, that's not true. There was one other time.
One other time?
6 years ago, I was the victim of a shooting. After the surgery, Iris came in running, and she was sobbing.
Yeah. That incident.
Don't die! Please don't die, Mommy! Don't die!
I swore to myself then that I would protect her, no matter what. Iris is everything to me, more important than my own life.
Iris must really enjoy dancing.
Yeah.
Though her drawing skills could use some work.
Drawing skills?
Look at the drawing on the wall.
You mean this one right here?
I've been wondering about that picture.
Iris drew it when she was 12.
That's you on the left and Iris in the middle, correct?
Yes,
And who's on the right?
the man I was dating at the time. It was only for 3 months, but
That drawing on the wall looks interesting.
I met him about 6 years ago. Have you been to the Kume Shrine in the Minato district? I was praying there one day, and I heard a voice. Well, more like a groan. Behind the shrine, I saw a man sitting on the ground. He was bleeding badly from his stomach. I took out my phone to call an ambulance, but he grabbed my wrist, and he held me, and then he kissed me. I was shocked, but when I stared into his eyes, then I heard footsteps, and then a bunch of men yelling. They were looking for him. When the voices and footsteps faded, he let me go. Don't call an ambulance, and don't call the cops. I knew he had to be a criminal, so I took him to an underground clinic I knew.
You took him to a mob doctor?
Renju's friend. I only met him once.
So, do you have the, location of the doctor?
Even though we had our first kiss seconds after meeting each other, it took a long time before I got to see him again. The first time we held hands was when we watched a horror movie together. The first time I took his arm was when we went to a haunted house in an amusement park. But I wasn't the one who grabbed him. A zombie jumped out and scared us, and he clung onto my arm. He had that cute side to him, and I was falling in love. Our second kiss was in the car. It's cliche, I know, but we drove around at night, looking at all the lights. We parked our car near a warehouse and kissed. I don't think we ever said I love you.
Wait, that warehouse
We
again?
knew. We were getting closer and closer.
What is up with that warehouse? It appeared again. Even in her talk. Man, there has to be some sort of big ass secrets there.
I introduced him to Iris about a month after I first met him. Iris never had a father figure in her life before. She warmed up to him immediately and treated him like a real dad. From then on, it was always the three of us together. We would go to the beach, to the river, the zoo, the amusement park. Going to barbecues with another person was a new experience for me and Iris. Everything felt so fresh. Every day was so exciting. Oh, sorry. You asked about the picture. He wanted to make okonomiyaki one day. He was working with the hot plate. It was ridiculous. He was trying to flip one, and it flew up in the air and landed right on my head. Iris saw the whole thing and laughed and laughed. I hadn't seen her laugh like that in a long time. I was having so much fun that I put an okonomiyaki on their heads too. Plop, plop. I added the bonito flakes and mayo and sauce. At this point, there was no going back. Eggs flew, flour going everywhere. The room was not a pretty sight. After our battle, we laughed like crazy. We were rolling around on the floor. So Iris decided to draw it. It's nostalgic.
That man is your killer. I mean, your shooter, I suppose. That has to be him. Number 89. That has to be the guy. Look at the picture.
6 years ago, in November, a man with a gun broke into our house. Fortunately, Iris wasn't home at the time, but my boyfriend was. That's why the gunman came. He wanted to kill him. He wanted to kill him and he would never stop. He pulled the trigger. I tried to protect him. The bullet hit me, but the police arrived. They were both arrested and incarcerated.
Why was he after your boyfriend?
Before he met me, he committed some terrible crime. I don't know the details, but it was awful. So he became a target for underworld criminals. I don't know exactly why, but I know that he betrayed them in some way.
May I ask you something?
Of course.
I had heard that incident was a random break-in gone wrong.
Oh. That's not true. I lied about it at the time, because of Mizuki. Mizuki is Iris's friend. If she found out, Iris would find out too. I didn't want Iris to know.
Know what?
That I was dating a criminal. He was her father figure. Iris looked up to him. If she found out about his past...
Okay, there's nothing left.
Date, we can't spend time reminiscing. We have to get moving.
Yeah, let's go.
Right, we're good to go now. We can leave this place. Let's go to Lemnis Gate and talk to Iris. We're learning more and more about their past here, which is kind of good.
I am so aggro right now.
Who says that?
Why are you angry?
You backed out on your Shovel Forge promise.
What?
I didn't make any promises.
You promised me a date, though.
I did go to your house.
2 minutes before midnight, and you didn't even take me anywhere.
Yeah, because we only had 2 minutes.
We could have gone somewhere. Iturup, Kunashir, Shikotan, Habomai?
Absolutely not.
Then you should have come earlier.
Well,
How are you going to explain to her? Oh. What, really? Okay, ask her this. I want to know your measurements.
I'm 5'4".
That is clearly not what you meant.
Can I have your contact information?
Why?
well, because it may lead to something in the future.
I don't know.
Date, we're on an investigation.
Just let me have this.
Ask her again. Come on.
That's enough.
Oh, come
I'll
on.
come right out of your eye socket if you don't stop. I'm serious. I'm going to pop out.
Let's see what. I flew out to my left hand, start dancing on the desk. The receptionist immediately fainted. I saw the whole thing and also fainted. And so my story ends. The end. Wait, really? But I couldn't let that happen, so I decided not to ask her for information. What's your type?
Well, I like guys that like New Guinea fruit bats and yellow spotted neck turtles.
I cannot even picture that.
Bruce Lee fan? Maybe? I want to know where Rancho is.
I want to too. We've been looking for him. We've been getting so many calls, it's hard to keep up with.
Okay, there's just nothing left. There's no one else here except Iris, so let's talk to her. Why was your phone off yesterday?
I know you were mad about our date, but why was your phone off? I couldn't get a hold of you.
About the late night visitor.
Last night around 2 a.m., someone visited you. Who was it? And you left the house as well. Where did you go?
You really want to know?
Yes.
And you'd do anything for the answer.
Yes.
Alright then, Shovel Forge.
No.
Then go on a date with me.
Again, no.
But you owe me for yesterday.
I told you I couldn't get a hold of you.
Objection. Even if you did get a hold of me, you didn't want to see me anyway, right? Until you fulfill your promise, I won't tell you anything.
I saw your body.
Iris, promise you won't laugh, but I saw something at the cold storage warehouse last night.
What?
Your dead body. I told you not to laugh.
But, come on, Date. I'm alive. I'm right here. Look, I can jump around. Woohoo!
Stop, I'm serious. In my dream, I saved you from being killed. And here you are. Which is why I was like that when I went to your house yesterday. sorry. There's no point in telling you all this.
No, it's fine. Sorry for laughing. I just didn't know what was up with you.
Huh?
I believe you, Date. Maybe you were in a parallel world or something.
Another bizarre explanation.
After days of West Ranju,
What about him?
I don't need to hide it. I told her about Ranju's disappearance.
A traffic accident? I'm worried.
Any idea where he could have gone?
I'm sorry, no.
Of course, she can't know that. I just want to ask anything. Do you know So Sajima, the politician?
I've seen him on TV.
Ever met him?
No.
Not at all.
No, not at all.
After days off.
Off?
Yeah, from school.
Oh, yeah, it's a holiday. So I decided to come to Lemniscate. We're going to do a recording for a show soon.
Summarize for me.
So, what are we doing?
What do you mean?
For our date, of course.
Why not?
Fine.
Hey, wait a minute.
Yay! So you'll play Shovelforge with me?
I will not.
So we'll go on a date then.
Yes.
Deal. And you have to honor our agreement this time.
I can't believe it.
Oh, but we can't go right away. I have a recording coming up. I should be done by 3 though.
Tessa, we're starting soon.
Got it! So, Jeffrey, meet me back here at 3? If you ditch me, I will be beyond furious. Anyway, bye for now. Peace!
There is no point remaining here. Let's get moving.
Let's go to the cold storage warehouse. I have to leave my spot for a few seconds there. Hopefully I did not miss anything important. Anyway, we have to check out this place again. With A bar in my left eye socket, I walk into the cold storage warehouse. I could see my breath. I look around shivering. Nothing seemed changed from last night though.
A forklift. It doesn't seem like it's in use. It was likely just left here. A forklift. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. A switchboard. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. You first arrived here yesterday at 9 p.m. At that time, lying on this workbench was...
Iris's dead body, covered with a white cloth.
But the second time,
The corpse was gone.
it was 11:25 p.m. But the body could not have simply vanished. Crime scene investigation was here before 11:25 p.m.
When did they arrive?
According to the report, 10:30 p.m. After we finished syncing with So.
It took them an hour and a half to get here?
Correct.
Why did it take them so long?
Unknown. The report does not specify. Perhaps a result of outside influence.
Outside influence?
There are only a few items on the shelf. It is likely that this warehouse isn't in regular use.
There's a cardboard box on the floor. There's nothing in it.
It's a wooden box. There is nothing inside.
What are we going to do here? Ice cutting machine?
That machine is used to cut ice. Do they store ice here? The crane on the ceiling. Nothing has changed.
We have those shelves with boxes
There are
here.
numerous cardboard boxes on the shelves. There is nothing abnormal about them.
Are you kidding me? What the fuck am I supposed to do here now? There's just nothing. Nothing here at all. What the fuck am I supposed to do?
In any case, there is nothing of note about the bench. Examining it will not reveal any further information.
We searched the warehouse again, but we didn't find anything useful.
Nothing.
But finding nothing may, in fact, be something.
What do you mean?
I was just thinking out loud. Let's get going. Date, your temperature is dropping. At this rate, they might find your body in here.
Let's go back to the headquarters. I returned to Ava's HQ with Ava. I needed to talk to the boss. As I entered the room, the boss smiled like she was waiting for me.
I took care of what you asked for.
Number 89?
He's here, in the interrogation room.
I'm on it.
You'll go without me this time. I have some errands to run. One of the higher-ups needs me. I'll have Pewter go to the interrogation with you.
Understood. Let's get started.
A camera used for interrogation. There's nothing about it. There's nothing here. There are pipes in the walls of the room. Alright, anyway, let's go and talk to him. What's your name?
Number 89.
Your real name.
I don't know, I forgot.
Where are you from?
Djibouti.
Northeast Africa, a small republic of roughly 900,000.
I don't take kindly to stupid lies.
How many people have you killed?
I don't know. It's not like I'm counting.
Why did you call So Sajima's secretary?
Oh, you know about that. It's true. I called Sajima's secretary. I got him on the line and I told him something very important.
You spoke with him directly?
Yeah. I told him to call somebody.
Somebody?
I can't tell you anymore.
About Shoko's murder.
Alright. Let's get back to the topic at hand. 2 days ago, you called our investigation office. You said you know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That's right.
Who?
Hey, don't be so hasty. We haven't agreed on a deal. You're gonna let me out of prison, right?
Yes, I promise.
You're lying. You don't want to release me. That's fine. I was expecting this anyway. I just wanted a good excuse to leave the prison.
What do you mean?
You really want to know? Here's what I mean!
Whoa.
You'll make a good hostage for me. Take me to the exit. Now.
Well, we're kind of screwed now.
Oh, darn.
Are you kidding me? A criminal serving a life sentence just escaped from Metro Police. I ordered everyone to keep quiet about this, but it's only a matter of time before the press sniffs this out. We need to get number 89 back before then.
Apologies. Apologize.
Boss, it's my fault he got away. I'm sorry.
Don't waste time apologizing. Go catch him. I'm the one who has to go on an apology tour now. You really messed up this time.
What's my gun?
Number 89 still has it. But don't worry. I have a spare. I'll give it to you later.
How did he get away?
He punched out an officer and stole his clothes. He put on the uniform and brought me with him at gunpoint. Well, he had the gun in his pocket, hiding it. No one on the floor even knew this was happening. He got on the elevator and made it to the ground floor. He even stole my security card. He said he'd kill me if I tried anything. I suppose the whole escape took him about 5 minutes. He must have planned this.
You're rather calm about all this.
I'm coming down from being terrified for my life. I'm in a bit of a fugue state right now. How would I know? After he got to the exit, he let me go. I didn't see where he went. I collapsed right there.
Date, I know you are already aware of this, but there are security cameras all over this compound. I checked all of them. Number 89 fled in a car that was waiting for him.
So he had an accomplice.
Yes,
Did you see who was driving?
I did.
Who was it?
You and I know him well.
Renju?
Whoa, I told Boss Computer about what Ava revealed to me.
Renju?
Why?
How would I know?
Date, Moma is calling.
Moma, from the Kumakuras?
I'll connect him.
Hey, Date. I just got the word. Renju's been seen.
What? Where?
Hey, don't forget our deal.
Deal? What deal?
You forgot already? I'm talking about Tessa.
Oh, right.
I'll be waiting. You know what to do.
What should we do?
We have no choice. We have to take her.
To Moma?
Yes.
And this is not how... Oh my god. This is not how everybody wants it, but... You'll have to deal with it anyway.
Oh my gosh! Late. You're late.
I'm going home.
Never! Have you forgotten the vows you exchanged?
Are you drunk?
No, of course not.
You're drunk.
I'm Kid. Kidding! I can't believe I'm gonna shovel forge with you. I'm getting excited!
We are not shovel forging.
I was talking about the date, silly.
Shovel Forge and a date are synonymous, apparently.
What?
So where are we going?
Against the bar. Wait, all those will point towards the Yakuza, right? Anyway.
No point lying to you. I need you to come with me to an office. I'll have to inspect it though.
What? An insect show? I didn't know you were into that. Well, okay, it's kinda weird.
Inspect,
but
not
whatever.
insect. Well, whatever.
Go to the insect show!
Okay. She didn't completely understand, but I didn't have time to care. I took Iris to the Kumakuras. This is just so weird.
So where are the Aziptula praticolas?
Tessa!
Oh, is this guy the Aziptula praticola?
What are you talking about?
Oh, sorry. Are you the insect trainer? Go ahead. Sorry for interrupting. Start the insect show now! Wait a minute. This is a gangster den.
Took you long enough.
Date, you tricked me!
I wasn't trying to trick you. You just misunderstood me.
But I wanted to see the bugs. I really did.
Oh, so she likes insects as well.
Mama, I held up my end of the deal.
You sure did! You want to hear about Renju?
Mr. Okiura?
About the Rancho tip?
You said on the phone that you saw Renju.
Yeah, I had all my people looking for him.
So, tell me where he is.
I could.
Hey, I held up my end. I brought Iris like you asked.
Date, come here.
Mama took me to the corner of the room.
Date, I don't quite know how to ask this, but... Can you ask Tessa if I can shake her hand, please?
Oh, that's it? Sure.
Mama and I broke our huddle. This is rather
Could you do me a favor?
suspicious.
A favor?
He, wants to see your boobs.
What?
What the fuck, dude? I didn't say that!
Oh, sorry. What I meant was, he wants to shake your hand.
Oh, a handshake. Sure. I would never show my boobs.
Iris took Mama's hand gently and shook it.
Date, this is the happiest day of my life. It feels good to be the boss.
So how about it?
Goddamn.
Alright, here it goes. Renju was seen in 2 places. First, Sunfish Pocket, the maid cafe. Second, Ikume Shrine.
Sunfish Pocket and Akume Shrine.
Got it, thanks.
No problem, bro. Really.
I'm not going just yet. We're going to keep on talking. That's an expensive looking ring.
Why do you care?
Can I have it?
What?
Can I have the ring?
Why would I give it to you?
Hey, can I have the ring?
Absolutely, of course you can. Here, take it. Wait, no. I can't give you this.
You're so cheap.
Come on, it's not like you're losing it.
It's exactly like I'm losing it.
Aww.
You guys are a good team. Like siblings.
Where are your goons?
They're out. Looking for Renju. Besides, I can't have them here seeing me like this.
Good point.
There's nothing else. Let's talk to ours. Introduce Moma.
Oh yeah, I haven't introduced this old man yet.
I'm 24!
What?
Moma is lying. He is at least 48.
Absolutely.
Sorry for not introducing myself. My name is Moma Kumakura. I work for a prestigious advertising agency.
You run the Kumakura gang, right? You're like a mob boss.
How did you know that?
Is he stupid?
Is this guy for real? A goddamn thing right behind you.
Moma may not look it, but he's a huge ASET fan.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I'm a huge fan.
Gambling.
Bet, debt, ASET!
Worries.
Forget, fret, ASET!
Now what does she say?
ASET, you bet!
Wow, my catchphrase! Thank you!
This is
This is just so goddamn awkward to
But
watch.
sorry, Moma. I don't like gangsters.
I don't like gangsters either.
What the hell?
Gangsters are awful. All those